Sir, for the procurement of certifying body for a third-party audit certification, this is the QMS project, and we have issued a resolution that's already in-forward mo na, Prince? Yung QMS? Yung reso? We already forwarded the copy of the resolution to Sir Emerson for signature of the members of the committee, sir. For resolution for failure of bid, sir. Sir?
Sinong ano? Who's controlling the screen? I can hear you. Feedback. Bakit mo?
Nakakonect ako sa earphone, sir.
Okay. The procurement for the third-party audit is failure of bid for none of the bidders were able to qualify. So a resolution is already being routed to the members, to the BAC Bravo members for signature on the resolution to declare failure of bidding. So the end user is here. Is the end user here? Strat plan. Dito pa, end user, may representative. How soon can we schedule a second bid for this activity?
Sir, for JR.
Yes.
Sir, if I may, sir. Sir, I already talked to Miss Ruth, sir. Pina-finalize na lang ulit po yung bagong TOR na po. Including po na
Okay.
yung mga ano po, yung mga query ng mga bidders.
All right. So let's just put that on hold until that end user will resubmit its intention, it's the TOR and its intent to and plan to schedule the second bidding of this project. Sige, let's move to the second one, the consultancy service for the DED of the Davao Airport passenger terminal building. TWG, please report.
Sir, for this project, we have prepared a bid bulletin. And we also have a tentative schedule for the submission and opening up to the submission and opening of eligibility documents, pre-bid, and submission and opening of the technical and financial documents, sir.
This is already the second bid.
Yes, sir. This is for the rebid.
Okay, rebid.
Can we share screen? Sir Emmer?
Yes po.
Ay, sige po. Ay, tingnan lang po namin kung makapag-share screen po. Pangalan.
I-click nyo lang po yung present now.
Sige po.
2019. So, taas pa.
Malabas.
Meron siya.
So, ano to, Dane? Where are we on this, Dane?
So, sir, we have prepared the schedule, sir. If
We prepared the bid bulletin for the schedule of submission and opening of eligibility documents and the clarifications on the issues raised by the bidders.
Okay. So, eligibility pa lang yung bubuksan? And then, mag-shortlist?
yes, sir, for presentation and posting of shortlisted, sir, before the pre-bid conference.
Okay. Sige. September 10 is the opening.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hindi ba kaya sa 3? Ah, hindi kasi ipopost pa, no?
10 days, sir.
Sige. Alright, let's execute. Grabe, bagal nito ah. Alright. So, we will have an opening on September 10. This is already the second bid, right? Second na to?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Rebid.
Okay. Sige. Next agenda item, please. All right. TWG, please report on the automated external defibrillator.
For this project, sir, we have prepared the bid evaluation.
Okay. Please present.
Bid
Evaluation
for the
for the
purchase
purchase of automated external
defibrillator
defibrillator for the use
of various
various
CAAP airports and facilities. Nawala.
Can you make it one page, Dane? Please zoom in on the page. Okay, continue, Mike.
Hello?
Continue.
Okay. Approved budget for the contract is 6,200,000. This is also a rebid. Date and place of opening of bids was on July 9, 2020 at the ELS conference room. Only IntelliServe Trading Incorporated submitted their bid proposal and was initially rated as passed. During the bid evaluation, IntelliServe Trading Incorporated submitted their bid proposal to the amount of 6,168,000. The calculated bid is also 6,168,000. The remarks, the bid is complete below the ABC and the single calculated bid. The tendered bid proposal of IntelliServe Trading Incorporated was ascertained to be complete for offering all the required items. The calculated bid of IntelliServe Trading Incorporated in the amount of 6,168,000 is below the ABC. Okay na pala yan. With those findings, the TWG has the recommendation. The calculated bid of IntelliServe Trading Incorporated should undergo post-qualification process for being evaluated and considered as the single calculated bid in the amount of 6,168,000 for the aforementioned project.
Okay. So, by the evaluation pala to, and then you're recommending it for post-qua.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Members of the BAC, the TWG is recommending that this bid will be for post-qualification. Any objections? Motion, please, to adopt the findings of the TWG. BAC members.
Yeah, motion for the adoption of the recommendation of the TWG.
Thank you, Sir Jet. Any second?
Seconded.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Raul. Okay, motion is carried. Please proceed the TWG to the post-qua of that particular item. Project. Thank you. Next, please. Next agenda. Okay. We have presentations from different end users. Can we please proceed to item 2.A, ADMS? Please.
To the chair, Thomas Santos from ADMS.
Okay.
Sir, we are requesting cancellation of procurement for ARFF alumni suit. As upon verification with the budget, fund for the purchase of alumni suit was not considered in this year's revised COB.
Okay. All right. We have no choice but to accept that because there is no fund, so we cannot proceed with procurement. Okay, please note that.
For the foam concentrate, sir.
Yes.
The budget was classified into multi-year 2021. So we are requesting guidance from the BAC if we could proceed with the bidding process this year.
To my knowledge, the board did not yet act on the request of CAAP management for multi-year budget authorities. So
Ay,
siguro we just put it on hold until we have a definite action from the board on the 2021 budget. Because we cannot proceed with procurement kung wala tayong fund source, kung walang uh, certificate of allocation of funds and budget availability.
ay.
So let us just defer that until after the board has acted on the 2021 corporate budget. Okay?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. How about ADMS? Again, appraisal and surveyor. Tom, I think you should silence your mic. Marami kayong in the same area.
Is Ma'am
Is-
Lolit.
Ma'am
Present.
Lolit?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, attorney. I think Sir Kiko is also in the meeting.
Yes. What is your
I
pleasure?
think it would be more appropriate for him to present.
Okay. Sir Kiko, si Ma'am Lolit, binolunteer po kayo. Saan ba si Sir Kiko? Ayan. Sir Kiko,
Yes, good afternoon,
good
sir.
afternoon.
Salamat Wit sa pag-volunteer. Actually, I just received yesterday or the other day yung
Okay.
final program of work tsaka TOR nung Tacloban.
Okay.
And we are on the process of on its final review based on our submitted timeline. Next week, sir, ma-finalize namin to lahat.
Okay.
And based sa pag-uusap natin previously, kahit hindi pa approve yung program of work, so pwede na siyang parallel, lumakad na rin yung
Yes. Ano lang, can you provide the TOR bid docs to the TWG para ma-process na rin natin itong appraisal and surveyor project?
Yes, sir. Next week, kasi
Okay.
final review, may mga kunting pa, sir, revision.
Okay.
First day
Can you-
ng next week.
Can you also just describe
Tuesday.
the project for the benefit of the members of the BAC?
Yes,
Why do we need an appraiser and a surveyor? Thank you.
yes. May project tayo sa Tacloban, yung extension, runway extension, to have a 2.5 kilometer runway, including provision of SALS or Simplified Approach Lighting System. So mag-acquire po tayo ng lupa doon. Kailangan natin ng private surveyor para gumawa ng parcellary survey and yung third party appraiser para ma-price yung lote kung mga magkano yung bawat isang lote na bibili natin as mandated by the law 107.
Okay. Sir Kix, this will be two separate procurement
Yes, sir.
activities, ha? So, iba ang appraisal procurement and iba din ang surveyor procurement.
Yes, sir.
So, please be mindful para yung POWs nyo and of course your TORs must also be two different documents.
Yes, sir. Actually, tapos na ni Lolit, sir. Final review na lang kami ngayon.
Okay. When you are ready, please just give it to Attorney Dane or Sir Mike Makabenta para ma-agenda natin in the next possible, next back meet. Next back meet. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Next agenda item is AFS computerization. Do we have an end user to report?
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, ma'am. Yes,
Joy.
ma'am.
Yes,
Oh, yes,
sir.
ma'am, Joyce.
Yes, sir. So last August 20, we met with Apple Productions. It's supposed to be for a negotiation meeting. But then, wala pa pala silang na-receive na request for quotation until last Monday. So, I suppose, meron na silang sinubmit na, may emailed and as well as yung original copy nung quotation nila, sinubmit last Tuesday. Tuesday. Yun. And during the meeting din, hindi ko alam kung kailan sila papasubmitin din ng mga requirements, yung usual na mga sinasubmit ng mga private. Parang first time lang yata ni CAAP din na magkipag-negotiate with an government agency.
Basta G2G, it's not gonna be the same as the private. We don't require those documentation. Kasi government na sila eh. In fact, 9184 is not actually applicable for G2G contracts. Ano lang yan, parang katulad lang din sa DOTR contracts natin. Parang memorandum of agreement or a simple contract. I guess what is more important is the technical meeting between your team and maybe MIS, and that we ensure that the services offered by APO is compatible to ours. So more on, ang concern dito is really more on the technical capability of APO and the expectations on the product that we will expect from them. Sige, let's set a meeting with APO for them to present their solutions. I mean, naka-survey na sila sa problema natin, di ba? Sa mga requirements natin.
Yes, sir. Nakapag-usap na sila with accounting din.
Siguro ma'am, ang hingiin natin sa kanila, we can set a meeting with them to discuss the documentary requirements that we will need, and also for them to do a proof of concept or product presentation on what they will provide to CAAP before we also finalize the contract. Ganun na po siguro yung steps natin din, ma'am.
Sige, sir. Antayin namin yung schedule.
Okay, ma'am. Sige po. Yes, sir.
With the chair.
Yes, Attorney Dane.
Michael Macabenta, sir.
Oh, Mike, go.
Sir, yung based on the meeting na expected na negotiation sana, the end user already did the site inspection and the meeting with APO.
Okay.
They already did the due diligence if they can provide the specifications.
Okay. Mike, I just want to be very clear on this project because it's very important. No? This was originally intended to be a consultancy agreement wherein the consultant will provide a customized IT software that will reflect the business process of AFS. So hindi to siya simple off-the-shelf solution, and there are also specs, deliverables. The intent here is to register CAAP as a large taxpayer in BIR, which will enable us to process online transactions and online payments. So I guess I just want to know that APO is really capable of providing that. So let's have them do a proof of concept presentation similar to our previous projects in the past. I think when we engaged Willis Towers, we had all the bidders present do a product presentation. Parang ganun siguro, Ma'am Joyce, yung expectation ko po na they're very clear, no? We itemize sa terms of reference ano ang ating requirement, and magpapakita si APO sa atin ng how they will address it.
Sige, sir. Actually, meron naman na silang documents submitted sa atin, tapos na binigay ko rin sa MISD na rin.
Alright.
For review.
Yeah, it will definitely require, it will be an inter-service meeting, finance and MIS, legal, and members of the BAC will also be welcome to participate in that.
Sir,
Okay,
bali,
ma'am.
nag-submit sila ng RFQ nung reply sa RFQ pa. Meron ba yung reply naman tayo sa kanila? O kung kailan
Yeah, we can reply to them. definitely to set that meeting na mag-product presentation na sila.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Next up is contract with Bureau Veritas. Attorney Dane, any report on this? Attorney Dane, ODG?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, as per Sophia, sir, the last document Sophia sent kasi, sir, where was it? Sir, the last documents na Sophia forwarded were para mga ano lang, sir, may bill up to March, pero ang advice niya sa akin from last time din was na-renew hanggang July yung contract with Bureau Veritas.
What? I don't understand. Why are we talking about billing?
Sir, kasi tinanong ko kung magkano yung amount for the project. And sinendan lang niya ako ng mga billing nung sa Bureau Veritas for dun sa ANSU for the two experts. So, nung nahingi din ako ng contract, yung na-receive kong contract, sir, was yung contract from last year. But that was renewed daw, sir. Extended up to July.
Okay, we have to sit down with ODG kasi ang utos nila is to process this Bureau Veritas contract for the experts to be under contract with us. So ODG should can you just coordinate with them? Kailangan to ng ano eh. We have to start from everything, you know. How much is this entire contract, the draft contract from Bureau Veritas, the purchase request, and of course the fund source for this. So please sit down with Sophie or Ma'am Ima on anong intent on how to to process this para ano na ng back ano na natin, procure na natin. Okay?
Attorney JR, I'll coordinate with ODG and with Attorney Dane.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you so much. Okay. And let's go to item F, CSIS security contracts. Do all the end users whose agenda items have already been finished, you are free to leave the meeting. Okay. But if you want to witness the meeting, it's also okay.
Magsasalita na ako?
Opo.
Okay.
Ano lang, sir? Sir Hill, this
Okay, I'm sorry. I was talking to Cynthia Tumanot. Mr. Chair, on the side of the CSIS, as with regards to the status of our yung procurement, right in front of you are the status of what we have prepared from areas and including NCR. Those highlighted in yellow ang tingin ko dito, no? I refer to NCR 3. Pakita nyo, dalawa yung area 3 ko dyan, no? Yung sa taas is yung the area 3 at saka yung isa, yung sa baba na 3 din na nakaano dyan. That is Sangli Airport. That was through emergency procurement. The next one, it would be on 7 and H, which will require a rebidding because this was nag-fail bidding to, no? Nagkaroon tayo ng fail bidding dito sa 7 and 8. And then yung 10 and 12 was because the winning bidder manifested that they would not pursue their interest in 10 and 12, Mr. Chair. Now,
Yes,
what
sir.
concern now, Mr. Chair, would be on the rebidding. We would like to address on the issue on 7, 8, 10, and 12 because these are due for rebidding. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, on the other hand, yung 5 and 11, ito na yung we're now on the status of preparing for we're transiting from the old guard to the new guard. So
For implementation yan, sir. That is
area 5 no, saka yung area 11. That's it, Mr. Chair. Yung 4, as you can see, yung 4, no? Yung ito highlighted yung magkamali ako kanina. 4, 6, and 9. We are waiting on the final decision on the notice of the award, Mr. Chair. That is
4, area 4,
6, and
9.
9.
Those have already been submitted by the BAC to the ODG.
So, ano natin yung based on subject to our heated discussion, Mr. Chair.
Yeah,
So,
nasabit na natin yan sa ODG. So,
we're just all waiting. Okay. So, hinintay lang natin ngayon on the short term. We want to pursue on 7, 8, 10, and 12 because by ito, i-rebid lang natin ito mga ito.
Yes, Sir Hill.
We will wait for your guidance.
Sir Hill, when you do the rebidding and revisit the TOR, may I just remind or perhaps advise na maganda yung TOR nyo dun sa Sangli. Yung we took into consideration the industrial practice and offer. Yung 'di ba parang ayaw ng mga tao ng 8-hour shift. Gusto nila 12-hour.
We'll have to consider it.
So consider nyo na lang incorporating that in the TOR. Of course, adjusted with overtime rates. No? Kasi I personally witness your own struggle in implementing a contract in a difficult area like Panglao. So ganun, para hindi po mag-fail yung bidding, sayang kasi yung oras kung ma-fail ang bidding.
I agree with you. I will subscribe with you to you, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Point na yun eh. Okay.
All right. So that's good. So we have 4 rebidding items for rebidding.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
So we will await for your submission of the TOR and then we can schedule the regular bidding of these items.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Sure, if I may. Sir, yung yung areas 4, 6, and 9 was returned to the BAC Secretariat with a note of ODG for the discussion of the committee, sir. Because of the notation from the chief CSIS.
Okay. Sir Hill, would like to add more comments on this or on 4, 6, and 9?
Yung 4, 6, and 9, as we go back to the history, no? I served my notice of preservation because of yung how to say it, because of the issue of yung if we will issue the notice of award, they will be reaching more than they'll be employing more than 1,000 guard, which is in conflict or in violation of the provisions of Republic Act 5487, which is the security agency law, which states that they cannot employ more than 1,000 guards. And true enough, even if they were not, how would I say it? They expressed their, I'm trying to find the word. So, parang ang sinasabi lang natin dito is because of parang as a matter of possession, that agency manifested na, o sige, susurrender na namin ng 10 and 12, hindi na kami magpo-post dyan. Even if mawala na yung 10 and 12 sa kanila, lagpas pa rin sa 1,000. Now, belatedly, yung sa process nga natin ng ano dito, we also determined that in the submission of their monthly disposition report way back May 2019, Eagle Matrix did not fully disclose yung guard posting. I mean, they limited it into about 3 or 4, which is, I remember, Philip Morris. I lost track of ano, meron siya sa aming ibang client which is only 4. And we determined that in posting na instead of 4, there were about 13 or 14 other posts na hindi nila sinama doon sa monthly disposition report. And they were not truthful enough. So we recommended further na ito ma-disqualify sila. I mean, I think that is contained in my letter communication. If what was being referred to when I submitted that our findings to the Office of Director General, I would assume now, because I have not followed up that letter, I would assume now that that letter mine was how would I say it, transmitted by the ODG to the BAC Bravo.
To the BAC, yes.
Wala akong confirmation doon that ano kung nasa inyo.
It's here, it's with Sir Emmer. That's also why we put this as an agenda item.
Okay.
So, maraming peculiarities. First, this is a newly constituted BAC who is finishing the process. I mean, the BAC Bravo now was reconstituted last February. This procurement activity finished last year pa. So, ano ang handling natin ito, sir?
Okay. Ako kasi we have no recourse but to follow the law, which is 9184, which is yung at saka both laws, 9184 and 5487.
Can we remind I think we should just remind the documents back to the technical working group for review. Kasi this was already acted upon, nabutuhan din natin to previously.
I'm open to that, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Members of the BAC, this is the situation. This was already, this area 4, 6, and 9.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
Correct. Were bidded out in 2019 and processed, so short of award. No, there is already a pending notice of award, unsigned yet in the ODG. It was returned to us because the end user has reservations on the evaluation of the bids. So this bids was during the time the house was divided and votes were made, and even the house was split, the winning vote was so forwarded to the ODG for action. So now it's returned to us. The BAC has been reconstituted, so the members are now new. So I think it would be, because it's being returned to us for review, it should be reviewed by the technical working group first and consider the findings of the end user. Would that be okay for the members of the BAC Bravo?
I have no objection on that, Mr. Chair, na ibalik mo na sa TWG for their review.
Okay, the end user also agrees that the document will be the documents will be returned to the DWG for further review. Can I hear a second on this recommendation?
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
All right. BAC Secretariat, please take note. Area 4, 6, and 9 bid documents will be returned to the technical working group for review, and then will be reported at a scheduled time in the future. All right. Thank you for that. Let us proceed with the next item. Pre-procurement for periodic maintenance of fire trucks, ADMS. Sir Hill, okay na po tayo? If you're finished with your agenda items for today, thank you very much.
I'm okay. Okay na ako, Mr. Chair.
ADMS, here to report.
Pwede ko pa share ng screen. Kita na ba, Riz?
Romar, mag-present yata yung ADMS, Romar.
Automatic naman po yan. Pwede sila agad mag-present kung gusto nila po nila.
Thank you.
Kita na ba, pre? Okay. Kita na? Naririnig mo ko?
Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon. Presenting regarding the periodic maintenance of fire trucks for transmission maintenance. Noong 2015, sir, bumili po tayo ng 41 na fire trucks, 37 na 4x4, and 4 na 6x6 na pinadala natin sa 28 na airports. Now, katulad ng lahat ng sasakyan, yung mga fire trucks, sir, nagre-require ng annual maintenance or okay. For dun sa transmission, sir, ang requirement is replacement of transmission filter kits and oils every 12 months. And as per the service manual of the Oshkosh fire truck, it recommends that only use fluid for us to only use fluids meeting Allison transmission specifications, TES 295 or TES 389 for the Oshkosh fire trucks. So, sir, to show you again the approved POW, the project is amounting to 5,234,468 pesos for 41 units of Oshkosh fire trucks that are situated at 28 airports. We also have here, sir, the exclusive distributorship of Gen Diesel Philippines, as indicated in this in this letter. Ito, pre. Okay. So it says here that Gen Diesel is the exclusive supplier distributor for the area of responsibility that includes the country of the Philippines. This agreement terminates on December 31, 2024, sir. So with that, sir, yeah. With that, sir.
Does this include the travel of the technicians who will?
Yes, sir, as well as the labor. It's incorporated in their quotation, sir. So with that, we would like to request the committee to procure this project through direct contracting. Okay. Given that Allison, sir, ang transmission ng mga Oshkosh fire trucks natin.
Okay, members of the BAC, there is a request from the end user that the procurement be undertaken through negotiated procurement as per the manufacturer recommendations and specifications of our fire trucks. And considering that Gen Diesel is the exclusive authorized representative or merchant of that product. So negotiated procurement is recommended.
Sir, Tony J. Sir, if I may, sir.
Yes.
Sir, sir, ang sinabi sir ng ADMS, sir, parang ano, sir, direct contracting yata, sir, ang recommendation nila.
Yeah. Negotiated procurement through direct contracting or alternative mode of procurement. Can you it will still fall under the grounds for direct contracting. So can we have a motion to accept the recommendations of the end user for the direct contracting of this project? And because the vendor is the exclusive provider of the product. Hello?
This back member does not, no objection from this member.
Motion na lang and then second. Can you rephrase that, Sir Jet?
That the
Okay.
payment of necessary maintenance for the post-cost fire truck be goes through direct contracting.
So there is a motion to adopt the recommendations of the end user for direct contracting of this project. Can I have
Seconded,
a second?
Mr. Chair. Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Sir Dante. Okay. Motion is carried and approved. Sige, please, ADMS, please report to us on the next back meeting on the progress of this procurement activity. Okay? And TWG and Secretariat also please prepare the back resolution for this. Okay. Thank you. What else is our agenda? Agenda item? Secretariat? Tapos na ba?
Sir, that will be all for today's agenda, sir.
All right. Thank you. Very productive. So, gentlemen, ladies, thank you very much. We have finished our agenda for today. We will notify for the next back meeting. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you po.
At pinadala ko sa yung love letter dyan.